Jim, one of the things I wanted to ask you about, because I think knowing a little bit about your background, you said something which I think would catch a lot of people's eye. Can you tell us a little about your first job and actually what you did and how you got into the field that you are these days?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I worked for a self-made billionaire. This was in 2006 when the market was tanking and the economy was tanking, and I got a freelance job working for the self-made billionaire for a couple weeks. And all we were doing was we were putting labels on bottles of wine. And this guy had so much wealth that at one point I had over 200 grand in my hands, and it took me 2 weeks of taking a bottle out and then printing out a label and then putting the label on and putting it back in, right?
Wow.
And yeah, I really started. I idolized this guy as a 22-year-old. He had the gorgeous girlfriend, the penthouse,
Sure.
the house, the lake house. He had everything, and he was a self-made billionaire. And
Hmm.
I
Right.
really that really gave me such a great experience because it was like, wow, this guy is what you can achieve as an American.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't given anything. Like I'm from a middle class family, which is a huge blessing because I didn't enter into the work world with any debt, but I certainly wasn't born with a silver spoon where I was gifted a lot as well, right?
Right. Sure.
So that really sparked something entrepreneurial in me. Like, wow, like, well, he's just a guy, he eats just like I do. He puts one pant leg on at a time, like I do. So maybe I should do something like that. But on the flip side of that, as I got to know him, at first I was idolizing him, and then I started to realize as the onion peeled back that he was absolutely miserable. His daughters
Um,
wouldn't talk to him, and his wife wouldn't talk to him either. Um, and then I thought like, well, what a tragedy to have someone that's
sure.
achieved the pinnacle of business success
Hmm.
at the cost of his personal life and his contentment and how much he was able to enjoy life. So that was as a 22-year-old that to be given that gift of perspective of what not only what's possible but what the cost is of what's possible
Yeah.
really had a dramatic impact on my life. And